Welcome back, everybody. Just going to play through Wild Hearts on the PlayStation 5, and the last time we took down a lava back, and today we need to listen to what the townsfolk have got to say.
It all went exactly to plan. The town's Karakuri are buzzing again. I simply couldn't have done it without you, you know.
Cool. Alright. I thought I saw something flashing down here. There you go, there's a secret. We found one secret in this bloody place. Let's head up here. Let's just travel here.
Oh, Minato's Karakuri. Kogyok-san has been very good to me since I ended up here in Minato. I'll always be in her debt.
Okay.
Ah, so you're back at last. Care to explain what's going on?
Every single Karakuri in Minato is working again. I cannot believe it. Did you have a hand in this?
I did.
Hard at work as usual? You're no stranger to the Spirit Isle, are you? Takes me back, thinking about that place. I hunted Kemono there not long after I first came to Minato. This body of mine was less creaky back then. I was escorting a gathering party, if I remember rightly. All of a sudden, there was a scream from the bay. A giant bird had tried to take a child, and the father was beside himself. But luckily for him, the gallant Daidoji Ujishige wasn't far away. I pulled the child from the Kemono's clutches and dispatched the beast in one fell swoop. Well, I've always been skilled, especially at talking myself up. But if you need proof, go and see for yourself. There's bound to be more of them, ready to make off with another victim given half a chance. Oh, but if you are heading over there, don't take it lightly. That Kemono was almost more than I could handle. Almost. I couldn't say if you'll be able to defeat it or not. But if you emerge victorious, I'll have to give you credit where credit's due. And if you don't, well, we'll laugh about it over a couple of sake. I'm looking forward to it either way.
It's weird, the front of his facial animations, it looks really good, but then his mouth looks a bit... eh.
Every single Natsume has some interesting ideas. I like what she's done with the boar. But it looks strangely familiar, actually. Maybe it's something from the old times.
Cool. Let's head here.
Oh yeah?
Pick up these side quests. Ooh.
The town alive again with the hum. Dear Hunter, have you heard the unfortunate news? Of the corpse found along the Blossom Trail. They have identified the poor soul at last. A fine young farming fellow. Such a waste. It was a customer of mine who happened upon the tragedy on his way to Minato via the Harvest Canyon. And now he comes under suspicion. There is no doubt in my mind that this is the work of Kemono. Yet not all appear to agree.
Because it's hogwash. Dansuke wasn't killed by any Kemono.
Welcome back. Is my account really so hard to believe?
It makes no sense. Dansuke had some of the fastest legs in town. There's no way he would have let a Kemono get him. Besides, I happen to know he got into a fight with someone from your store the day before he disappeared. If you ask me, You lot did him in, and then tried to make it look like the work of a Kemono.
Shall I investigate?
You! All the outsiders sticking together, is that it? You're not from here. Kogyoku and her Crimson Treasury patrons can't be trusted.
You see what dreadful ill will befalls me? Could you possibly investigate the matter? A hunter's eye is what we need to see if this really was the work of Kemono or not. Or so say the skeptical few.
Waste of time. I'm sure these snakes will have covered their tracks. But go on. Be my guest.
It'll be a kimono.
I leave it in your ever-capable
True
hands.
tale or tale. True culprit part 1 is now available. Lovely.
I have some
We've got
new
goods that we can buy. You can purchase food and materials
in
at the
as
store.
much detail as you
The
please,
goods on offer
you decide.
change after every kimono hunt, and the range of items increases as the story progresses. Key item. Rare material used in accessories made by the members of the Guild of Artisans and obtained by the Crimson Treasury from the Northlands via one of the capital's larger concerns. 3,000 for that. Oh yeah, I've got some vegetables and stuff I need to collect. Do I not own any of this stuff? That's because you need to make them, that's why. Let's buy this. Why
You
not?
have all you need now? You do make me sad sometimes.
Aww. There is a... behind me. Maybe it's up.
Hands off me.
Ah.
Are you the hunter who went to the Spirit Isle? The one who made the wheel turn? It made G-san so happy. I want to say thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. G-san said it used to turn back in the day. That's before I was born. And he said it was a really big thing when it stopped turning. He tells me lots and lots of stories, you know? Oh, like the one about a huge tortoise on the Spirit Isle with coral on its back. Jason used to be a merchant, and he told me he saw a piece of its shell for sale once. Do you think there really is a Kemono like that on the island? Could you go and have a look for me?
So I need some coral shells. Okay. Training area. Probably need to go up here. Let's head back down.
Why are all the Karakuri suddenly moving?
I've been meaning to talk to you. Sumimasen. I just can't stop watching. It's so fascinating. This Karakuri can maintain a higher temperature in the hearth. That would mean I could forge various materials I couldn't forge before. So I'll be much more used to you now. To everyone in Minato, in fact.
Cool.
Times I've tried and failed to get all the things in this forge working again. Most of this equipment has been gathering dust. But now, it's had a new lease on life. Minato could thrive again, like in the old days. And it's all come about thanks to you. I honestly don't know how to express my gratitude. Nothing I could say would be enough. Just
Arigato. Thank you so much. Now that the Karakuri are all working again, I'm eager to gather the materials I need to make these little ones of mine really shine. And it's got me thinking. There's this old hunter's camp up on the highlands to the north of the Blossom Trail. I've passed it a few times when I've been out looking for materials, but since no one's been using it, it's fallen into disrepair.
Cool.
If we could whip it into shape, I'm sure it would be a useful base to head out hunting from. Which would be good for both of us. What do you say? Do you want to fix up the old camp together?
Do I have a choice? Okay. First of all,
I'm ready to leave whenever. Alright. Let's see what I can do for you.
any... No. Wasn't sure if we got the 3 new weapons there. So if I now create a new bow, we'll head here. That gives us this tree. Even though I'm guessing we potentially could come back up here and come down here and all of that stuff. But that's a fire bow. Do I get status ailments at any point? Do not. Okay. Let's look at armor.
Do you have something particular in mind?
That has no skills on it. Blaze recovery and fleet foot. Boost attack for a while after sliding dodge. Do that a lot. Use that recovery from being set ablaze. Be good. Don't have anything. I can't use that, so we might as well. Yeah. Loadouts. There we go. Aerial strike fury. Hover. Boost the power of aerial attacks. Makes reeling from attacking the air less likely. Don't know why that's locked. I've got favorited, that's right. Cool. Don't think we've got any ornaments yet. Yeah, I need this. Okay. So our head looks horrific, but it's fine.
Learn to make some. Did you make all the Karakuri work again? Here's what I can make. Take your pick.
What's this? It's very simple yet self-designed hair stick. Every detail is intrinsically crafted using Minato techniques. So they don't actually do anything.
Anything else?
Anything else to do? No. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. So we got that. So we need to go to here then, and we'll probably go and do this piece. Let's go to the hill. I think that's going to be as far up as it is. 40 minutes in, so we might as well do this critter hunt. Because we're going to have to hunt something, right? And then I need to make myself a new cup of coffee. It's a problem when you're recording and have hot drinks, they go cold.
Alright, let's get this new camp set up.
We should aim for the highlands to the north, just beyond the Sakura Cave.
Can I? No. I need some water. Doesn't give me water. That does. So let's head here. I wouldn't mind. If there's going to be a camp here, then maybe I don't need one. Where I currently am. So I need to turn this one around if possible. But okay, let's... Actually, before we get going, I'm going to quickly head back here because I'm sure I've got some stuff on a little line here. Yeah. Sure. There we go. Look at that. Let's head here. And ornamental lantern. Sign. Greetings chest. Paddle scoop. Don't have anything for that. Yeah, it's a bit pointless doing that. Okay. Grab this while I'm here. I need to change this one. But gets me where I need to be. Okay. Yeah. I've got a healing water to do. If I head... Okay, we'll just keep heading north, I think. Cool.
That's strange. It should be around here. What we need is a Karakuri to help us find a camp.
Right. Use a hunting tower. I'm going to take this down as soon as I've located it. Okay, let's... Yeah, don't worry about Mr. Boar Man. Alright. That looks like it there, to be honest. Or not. Pet. Slay, you get meat, so. Come on. No? Okay.
Here we are then. Let's get to work.
Well, at the ancient bluff tree constructed, you conjure a tent in the camp. You can conjure a tent in a campfire during your drain. Okay, okay, okay.
Let me know when you're finished over there.
So let's take a look here. So I might get rid of this one. If I can. Because I'll use this as a... Yeah. As a northern base. I've got... That's the beak. King Tusk. Yeah, I want to get to here and get rid of this. Noble. I think... Karakuri Trail. Nice. This little forge by the tree. There we go. And then if I need to zip somewhere... goes over there. Can we get up there? Okay. Let's talk to her. First of all, actually. Come on. Didn't mean for it to go that far, but had to be something up here. Any scrolls at the back? There is not. Okay. Let's dismantle it. And let's talk to her.
The camp's coming together nicely, I think. Time for a break, maybe? We can have a chat while we catch our breath. You came to Minato from the west, didn't you? Along the mountain path. That means you must have walked right around the foot of the secret mountain. what we call it. But people from Minato don't venture that way anymore. It was a sacred place for the hunters of old. Much like the Spirit Isle, I think. But I've never heard of any settlements or tracks that way. I suppose the weather's too inhospitable. Sometimes you see clouds of kocho fluttering around the mountainsides, though. I suppose it is. I mean, they're very pretty, but you're right. They're called eternity ringlets. That particular type of kocho. I suppose because they gather by the injured and the dead. In the old days, some people even thought that humans in Kemono turned into kocho when they died. Anyway, ready to get back to work? Let's get this camp finished off. Let's leave it there for today, shall we? Another one? They're getting very frequent lately.
What on earth is that? My mask looks terrible. To be breaking my nicely nude camp. It looks like a gorilla. Probably more like a bear than a gorilla. Okay. Load times aren't the quickest.
Really? Interesting.
It was like a moving mountain. Honestly, I've never seen such a huge and terrifying kimono.
It reminds me of something I read in the records from centuries ago. A giant kimono ripped across the land. The castle, the town, the people, all were swallowed in rock. If this is the same creature, it would explain the frequent tremors we've been experiencing recently. Even the strange behavior we observed in the other kimono could be traced back to this giant.
All my life I've lived in Minato, and I had no idea such a kimono lived so close.
Well, kimono only stray outside of their territory in exceptional circumstances, and they rarely show themselves to us. Remember, all kimono, no matter how big or small, are sustained by the same energy, celestial thread. And since celestial thread is ubiquitous, they have no need to wander in search of it.
But then, why has this kimono... could it be because there's no thread left in its territory, perhaps?
Yes, that's my hypothesis too. I believe our giant is hungry, due to some great change in the flow of thread in its environment. Now, we recently flooded our town with celestial thread by restoring the Karakuri on the Spirit Isle. So, unfortunately, we've made Minato look rather appetizing.
But that's terrible. That means this kimono is going to expand its territory this way and swallow us up.
I wish I could fault your logic, and I'm afraid we can't reverse what we've done. I had a nagging feeling that something might go wrong, but not this wrong. If only I had investigated the possible outcomes more thoroughly.
No one's to blame. None of us could have anticipated this. We didn't know anything. Wait. Didn't you say you'd encountered this bear once before? Heading from the sacred mountain towards Minato?
Oh. So that means it comes from a habitat to the north. And you're saying it was on the move even before our work at the ruins? But no, we don't have time to be pondering the cause. We must decide how to act, and quickly.
Defeat him, yeah?
Are you serious? I realize your hunting skills are exceptional, but no single person could dispatch a beast of that size. Even if everyone in town pulled together, the best we could hope to do is give it a nasty surprise to begin with before... No, come on, Suzuna. You owe it to Minato to fix this. Think now. Going along the Harugasumi Way, its enormous bulk will mean it has to descend into the river. If we can position Karakuri along the bluff, we might be able to defeat it before it hits the town. I think that's the only workable strategy at this point. I'll talk to the elders about preparing the necessary Karakuri. What I need you to do is buy us some time. Without a chance to prepare, I'm afraid we're doomed.
I wonder if I could... Sorry, I need to go and test something. Meet me later at the forge.
It's going to take all we've got to overcome this threat. The town needs your help now more than ever. Believe me, I'm doing everything I can think of.
Okay. Go back to the forge quickly. What we're at? 32 minutes. Yeah, let's get ready, set up for the next hunt.
If we can...
Sorry to run off in the middle of a conversation like that, but I had an idea that couldn't wait. I'll come straight to the point. I need some Kemono materials, and I need them fast. I started playing around with some new innovations after all the Karakuri came back to life, you see. And I think I might have come up with a weapon we can use to fight that giant Kemono. It's clearly a rock Kemono of some kind, isn't it? Did you notice how its body was covered in deep crevices? And how Kocho were fluttering around those parts? In the same sort of way that they swarm over the corpses of Kemono, or their wounds. Well, if those crevices are wounds too, they could be weak points. And with my new weapon, we could target them from the ground. Which is why I really need those materials. I'm basically after a large quantity of iron sand. More than we have time to dig out of the ground, though. But I've remembered that Nobu mentioned a rumor about a Kemono that scatters iron sand. I am sorry to be asking yet another favor, but do you think you could help?
Awesome. Optional. Obtain information about the kimono from Nobumitsu. That's here, right?
Is it a Kemono or a mountain?
I'm hopeful.
No, you're not the right one.
Have you seen that mountain?
The fuck is Nobumitsu again then?
What a terrible crisis we face. I have heard the
No.
dreadful news of this. The wise. So, there's an.
That's what we want.
They will be laughing at me now. In what long may Minato benefit from your exceptional hunting.
Minato Vista, you found your way to Minato, home of hunters. Okay. Do you know what? I can't even remember who that person is. I'm not... It's one of my weaknesses of knowing who these people are. No. Leader of the Fisherman's Guild.
Oi, oi. You're not allowed to look gloomy. It doesn't suit you. Heard the news. Sounds like we're sailing into a real storm. I've seen how seriously you and the sensei are taking it. And I'll pitch in any way I can. Although, to be honest, all I can really do to help is get you manpower. But if you think of anything else, just shout. I'll do my best for you. Need me for something else? Iron sand? Ah! You're talking about the Tsunatsuzumi. Yeah, you see those grit dogs on the shore of the Spirit Isle from time to time. If you're looking for one, I can show you a place where they often seem to gather.
Cool. So I need to get a grit dog, enteric sack, and head to the Spirit Isles. Spirit Isles is where grit dog is. Okay. Right, ladies and gents, I think we're going to call this one an episode. Up next, we will go to the Spirit Isles. Possibly. Ooh. That's a Dreadclaw. Might do True Culprit, actually. It does mean we got to fight a King Tusk, but yeah, I think we'll do that. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there'll be some more Wild Hearts coming away shortly. And I will see you all in the next one.